QnA. We're here with C. Kane.
C. Kane. Look.
And how'd you get started with this music?
There was a lot of factors actually, but with rapping, I started when I was about 13. The whole Looney Tunes instrumentals were about Da Vinci, and so people in my area just started rapping. Then I thought, oh, why not? So I tried it out, but didn't take it seriously. It wasn't until I went Haringey sixth form actually, where they told me I should take it seriously because I'm actually good at it. So I did a competition called In It to Win It, and I won. So from then on, the person that influenced me to start rapping was a guy called Bandit who lived in my area. So he influenced me to start. So I started rapping, and then Lauryn Hill, which is a lot of people's favorite as well. She started rapping, and then the way that she did it at the time inspired me, because for a female rapper to come out at that moment of time, you had to talk about sex, you could say. But she came out and was like, no, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to do it my way, express how I feel, to get people to listen to my tracks, and so that inspired me.
And it's interesting that you also brought that thing up. I mean, female rappers, I mean, female musicians. I mean, in this game, I mean, which female do you see holding it down for now, if you can name a few?
USA, Nicki Minaj, obviously, she's doing her thing. UK, Lady Leisha, Roxanne, A. Dot, Nole, Lioness, I think, are holding it down. Like up and coming wise, I'm really feeling Little Sims, Paige Cakey, Lady Lax is doing her thing as well, and there's some girl called Courtney Kaching. I'm not sure if people know about her. She goes in as well.
I mean, do you often get compared, I mean, in your style of music, or do you think it's just because you're a lady, you get compared to other lady musicians?
I don't think because I get compared to other lady musicians because I'm a female, but I think because I spit fast in certain tracks, I get compared to Lady Leisha because she spits fast and she's made it her thing. But really, I'm my own person and I'm in my own lane. But yeah, I see it as a form of flattery within itself because she's holding it down. It's not so hard as people are saying that it's really hard, but because it's a thing where there's so many male artists, it's a male-dominated. Yeah, so if a female was to come out and she's hard, then people tend to be like, oh, wow, and actually look into it. So it's not really a case of whether it's harder, but it is as hard for a female as it is for a male. It's just that certain males are a bit stubborn. They'll be like, oh, female artists, I ain't got time for that, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it's a bit up and down, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, how broad are you as a musician? I mean, do you happen to play any instruments or anything like that?
Yeah, I produce some. I do produce. I have actually written to 2 tracks that I produced too, and I play 6 instruments as well. Yeah, by myself. I was like, how can I say it? In secondary school, like, I didn't like the fact that the guys, like, I was the only female doing music and everyone else was doing instruments. So I just conquered one instrument, then I went on to the next, so I can be like, well, I'm as good as you now, because I felt that they kept pushing me down because I was a female. And so for that reason, I pushed myself. I play the drums, bass, guitar, piano, flute, and a bit of violin.
Sounds like a one-man band.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's talk about the story so far. So recently you dropped the Click video.
Yeah.
Why'd you jump on that beat?
Because when I heard it, I liked the way the beat sounds, and I love the way that Jay jumped on it as well. So I thought, all right, then let me just jump on the beat and spin it my way, because I love grime. So I thought, yeah, let me do it in a grime way. I did it in November actually, and then I kept seeing people putting out videos, but no one did it grime. So I thought, all right, then let me just push out my way and see whether people are feeling it or not.
Okay, I mean, what was the feedback? I mean, you said you put a little twist on it. So what was the feedback from your fans? I mean, the industry. What do you think they thought about that?
I thought the feedback was actually quite good. Obviously, there's people that didn't like the fact that I did grime on a rap beat. But putting that aside, people actually liked the fact that I did it the way that I did it, because it was different. and I got quite good feedback, to be honest with you. It got featured on Grime Daily website, got featured in a lot of blogs, and I got a lot of buzz from that. So yeah.
Talk about the concept of the video. I mean, how did that hook come about? I mean,
because obviously click it means like your gang, yeah, but I did it as in click, as in the actual track, that's click, and then I did it, the second verse was click talking about me being my own, like me, myself and I, that's my own click, and then talking about there's no one out there that's done the click the way that I did, so that's how I did it.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, quick little thoughts about the industry? What do you think? How's it treating you?
With the UK industry, I think right now it's really healthy. It is really healthy. I think that we'll taking notice of more of the UK music than beforehand. So I think that's a good thing within itself. Because you have like people like Tiny Temper and Chipmunk up in America, and Estelle as well. So I do think that the US are taking more notice of the UK scene. So on that, I think that the UK are actually, I don't think we're as on the same level as the US, but give it a couple of years, we will be. I think that with up-and-coming artists, we need to support each other. I don't think that up-and-coming artists support each other as much as we can. There's a lot of jealousy, you could say, but we need to start supporting each other, because that way we get bigger together. And I think that a lot of UK DJs need to spin a lot of UK music, because they do spin a lot of US music. So for that reason, I think if they were to spin more UK tracks, it will get us more bigger. Yeah. And I think they're more lenient with US artists as well than they are with the UK artists. So I think that they need to just balance it out.
Can you tell the people at home any new projects, new music, videos? Yeah. What do you got coming for them?
Okay, well, video-wise, I got a video with Quaison coming out called Rich and Famous. I got another video with Igniter on Nang TV called Who's That? That should be out within a month. And I got another track called LDN. I did a cover of The Recipe. Is it Kendrick Lamar? Yeah. So I did a cover of that. That should be coming out in about 3 weeks' time. I done freestyle on Grime Daily's Rap Alley. Gonna do a video with another channel. I got a lot of things coming up, to be honest with you. And I'm in the finals for the Who's That with Press Play. So yeah, there's a lot of things. So you will see me about. I'm not just quiet. Yeah.
I mean, talk about that competition. I mean, did you expect to be headed to the finals, and what was your kind of preparation for that competition? Do
you know what? They actually called me. It was actually just out of the blue. They called me and they were like, "Yo, can you come studio today?" And I was just like, "Well, I do have plans today. I can't come today, but can I come tomorrow?" And they were like, "Yeah, come tomorrow. We need you to jump on some beat called Who's the Hardest. Check it out." And then I was like, all right, that's cool. Oh, can I get the beat so I can rap to it? They're like, no. Yeah. So it's like, so I went to the studio. I had to write it there and there and record it there and then as well. And so like, with me, I just did it for the exposure. I didn't actually do it to win. But the fact that I won, I'm really, really humbled, really, because everyone on there was really hard and they all had their own fan base. Everyone knew who they were. So I felt like, oh my gosh, this is quite long. But yeah, the fact that I won, I'm actually really, really humbled at it, really.
I mean, you just talked about exposure. I mean, what kind of steps are you taking to like get yourself more out there in 2013?
With me, I do a lot of shows, so that's the best place to catch me doing shows. With my hype man as well. If you ever seen us perform, you know we get the job done. I got the visuals, obviously. I'm thinking of whether to do a mixtape. That's on the tables. I'm not sure about that yet. But yeah, that's the plans. Visuals, shows, and just going about places and getting my face seen. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, it seems like you like to keep yourself busy as a musician, which is great, putting in that work. Just to close off the interview, tell the people at home where they can get you, like Twitter, Facebook, all that, YouTube.
Yeah.
Give it.
Well, Twitter at official CKane, and that's spelled official and CCANE. SoundCloud official CKane, Facebook / official CKane. So you get the gist. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Make sure you follow her. It seems like she has a lot planned for you guys. So yeah. You can also follow us at Blue Rain MG. I'd like to thank you, CKane, for the interview.
That's fine.
Cool. Thank you very much. We're out.
Stay wonder. Check what we get hold of this. Forget my conscience, releasing bullets of pain. I'm grabbing a hold of this beat. A black star trying to get above green, but I ain't even gone over this, nah. But you can say I'm part of a risk with the peach side show shit with. They can have a nigga put down without a road, so I kick clash. Then I heard you must bring the way that I flip things round. I hope be a victim down when I push it down. It's pain when I push it.